What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna talk about Cardano. It's gonna be the first time I'm gonna talk about Cardano on my channel, and I have really good news for you. I'm gonna answer all your questions about whether Cardano can go to $5, $10, can it make 5x, 10x, 20x. We're gonna cover everything in today's video, so stay tuned. And before we dive deep into the chart, let's just go into CoinGecko ranking and just take a look at the situation there. And as we can see here, Cardano is actually number 11 right now with $16 billion market cap. And if we were to double, if we were to go to $1 with Cardano, that would put us at around $35 billion of a market cap, and we would just pass XRP. Would be somewhere between USDC and XRP. If we were to 10x with Cardano, we're trading at around 46 cents over here, as you can see. And if you're asking me, can we do 10x, which would mean going at around just below $5, and that would actually put us at the market cap of around $160 billion behind Ethereum, between Ethereum and Tether. And I actually think that the whole market will double, triple, or even more along the way. So talking about Cardano going to $160 billion of market cap, if the whole market's going to continue crushing it, going up, then absolutely it's doable. And however, I would always say that it's a better idea to take profits from Cardano. Just use Cardano to grow your Ethereum or Bitcoin that's going to appreciate in value. And I'm going to show you that strategy in this video. And I'm going to show you what I did with Cardano many years ago, and that strategy actually gave me a lot of profits. Okay, so before we dive deep into the chart, I just want to mention that this is not financial advice. It's purely informative. This is just my personal opinion on the market, so just keep it in mind and make your decisions wisely. So as you can see in the chart, we're currently trading at 46 cents, as I said before, and we perfectly bounced from this weekly moving average, weekly 200-day moving average right here. And yeah, we bounced around 28%, which is decent for a high market cap value coin like Cardano. But it's not huge. However, if we look at the RSI down here, we're still really undervalued, and we're accumulating here. And I think it's absolutely possible for Cardano to make a strong move upwards, because I think people are getting a little bit impatient, and I've seen it many times with other coins. For example, like here, you can see this a little movement here. Would you be really impatient here? Absolutely. And some people were probably selling here, and then what happened? It was a huge movement from this point. Absolutely smashed it 250%. Absolutely, it was driven by the Bitcoin move. What happened on the Cardano Bitcoin chart was actually Cardano got stronger around 93% decently against Bitcoin, which is great. But however, when we take a look at Cardano against Bitcoin chart, look how undervalued we are on this chart. It's crazy, guys. So even historically, those are the lowest level possible, and we're approaching the lowest historical levels. And I remember when I was trading in 2019, 2020, I remember being here and just thinking, oh my goodness, it has so much potential. And just like, look what happened. We actually almost visited this all-time high here. However, I think it's possible to be done again for the third time. However, I don't think we're gonna go all the way to these levels, like 6,000 satoshis or more. I would look into something like this and take my profits even earlier. I wouldn't even wait for that. I would just take my profits around this level. So if you put 1 Bitcoin here right now, you would have 3 Bitcoins here, or even just take double, like from here, 100%, take it. 1 Bitcoin here, 2 Bitcoins there, thank you, goodbye. And then your Bitcoin will double, triple, or even 10x in the future, in the nearest years. Like, it's not that sure with altcoins how they're going to perform, but you're more sure about BTC or Ethereum because a lot of high value institutions and huge capital investing in that, and they're not going to let themselves lose that money. Okay, so they're going to show some volatility on Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, they want to make profits, and that's their goal. So when we look at this Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin Cardano chart, it's really promising. That would be ideal if we went to this order box right here, but we're still great. And if you look at the weekly RSI, we're still so undervalued. We're almost overbought here, which is a great sign, great indicator. This price action is like a classic sellout, and this is where you want to accumulate your coins, because like look what happened here, sellout, little accumulation zone, boom. Okay, so things like that happen on the market, and you're better off like just accumulating as we go down, and as we go down with weekly RSI to be oversold. Okay, I think there's potential of around 36%, so you can just DCA. Start here, and if we go down to this order box, it's time to get more. So that would be my strategy. But look what happened here a couple of years ago. I was actually remembering those times. You could literally put 1 Bitcoin and you would have like 14. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Times were different back then. Now I think we're still able to have huge gains, but I would be cautious because the market cap of the whole market is higher, and that means that our returns may be a little lower. So it's more safe for you to take profits earlier and move it around, because you're going to feel safer, you're going to have more profits secured, and that's my strategy. That's just my advice based on experience, of many years of experience. And when you look at Cardano Ethereum chart, we are at almost all-time low. There's a little wick here, but the closure was like really high. I don't know what happened here. It was like crazy cascade of liquidations probably, but the main level is probably here. I'm just gonna mark it on the chart, those wicks, these, there you go. So we're even below the level that I would just be interested in buying. So that's kind of great. And we can see a little bit of bullish divergence here from this movement. We're here, and this level right here, we're a little bit higher. So we have a bullish divergence here, which is green indicator on a weekly chart. And we're definitely in the order box. And we're in the order box, we're oversold. So what you could do is actually put if you have like 20 Ethereum, 10 Ethereum, just put like half or something, or 1, and I would just get around 70%, between 50 and 70%. So you can put 1 Ethereum and have 1.7, 1.6, 1.8, something like that. I wouldn't risk it because I think Ethereum is going to continue growing, but you can definitely use Cardano to grow your Ethereum. And I'm just saying times are different right now because there are other coins, other projects, so the capital cannot flow to one coin or to everything. It's gonna flow to chosen ones, and we're not 100% sure that the Cardano will be the chosen one to grow like it did, to perform like it performed in the past, because oh my goodness, years ago it was just so easy. You could just put Ethereum and just double it. Again, here, you just double your Ethereum, and then you just DCA, and you grow your Ethereum like even 200% almost, and then you buy again, and it's just like constant occasions to like grow your Ethereum. This is 400%, so it's like you put one Ethereum here and you have 5. Of course, like the best way is just, and I was taking profits earlier, however, you can see this volatility, and when you DCA and you use those waves, you can have a lot of profits from swing trading, which is remarkable. Now, let's take a look at Cardano dominance chart. And I like to use it for coins like Polkadot, Solana, XRP, VeChain, or Ethereum or Bitcoin. Many people use Bitcoin dominance chart only. However, you can use Cardano dominance or any other altcoin dominance chart. Usually those from the top 10, top 20. And it can just show you how dominant is a project against the whole market. So as you can see here, we're almost at the bottom. There's just this little accumulation zone in the past, but now Cardano is much stronger. That was just like the lowest point before Cardano was famous. So we're in a different place now. But if you look at that, I like this price action. Again, you have a bullish divergence here. And what I mean is like we're actually on a weekly chart, and we can see slightly difference here on the RSI, and we can see that the price is going down here. You can see this like downtrend over here. However, RSI is improving, so it's a good sign that the buying pressure is higher, and it's a good sign for the price long term. And it's a good sign to accumulate a little bit of this altcoin for the future. However, I think the really good strategy would be accumulating Cardano in this order box. The lowest we can get absolutely is here. We are absolutely in the order box right now, but we can go down a little bit. So I recommend DCA, and then from whatever point you're going to catch the price, I would just move all the way up to this moving average, and I would just take my profits here. This is a Cardano dominance chart, so whenever we go like 40% on this chart, it could be way much more on the actual altcoin. So it could be 100% to 100% because this is dominance chart. And as you can see here, moving averages, weekly moving averages 50 and 200 are my favorite indicators. I just have a few that work best because I don't want to be overstimulated. It's not like every other indicator will work perfectly. I just recommend having a few really good indicators and combining them all together to give you ideas of what's happening on the chart. So when you see here, clearly perfect example of bouncing of this 200 weekly moving average, okay, on the Cardano dominance chart, and it works in a bull market too. We can just bounce here, and we go up, and we bounce. Sometimes there's a fake out. We can go over that and just bounce back because we didn't have a strong retest and bounce from here. Then we just broke it down and went all the way down. So this moving average would be my indicator. If we go down on this chart, like I would just take my profits from Cardano into Bitcoin or Ethereum, and that would be a wise thing to do. Another great thing, an indicator for Cardano, is that Bitcoin has been growing. It's in a good place. The RSI is in a reset mode. Like we still have plenty of room for a little growth, and I think we can go to new all-time highs soon, which brings a lot of new capital into the market that can actually flow into Cardano. And Bitcoin is gonna move first, and then the capital from BTC will flow into Cardano. And that's my idea on this move, and that's my idea for Cardano. And I think it's a great great news for Cardano holders that the price may increase relatively soon. Next thing, we want to take a look at Bitcoin dominance chart, and yeah, we had a little correction, and I think we're gonna keep growing. I told you guys in my previous video about this triangle, and we're gonna see where we're gonna escape that and where we're gonna go. If we're gonna break this, we're gonna go into 56, 57, maybe 58% of the dominance, and if we go there, it's time for altcoins like Cardano or other altcoins as well. So when we go down, then it's time to take profits into BTC. I hope you understand that. And to tell you more about that, we just have to go to those charts. This is fear and greed index. We're still in extreme greed. And this altcoin season chart. And look what's happening. We're actually going down. It's crazy. And it's a great indicator to actually accumulate altcoins. However, perfectly, it would be here with fear and extreme fear. But the thing is that Bitcoin, as we look at the Bitcoin's chart, is on the move. You know, it's on another move. So this will be, it's logical that this will be on a greed or extreme greed, because we just finished the correction mode, and it looks like we're gonna have another wave, or maybe then we're gonna go back and bounce off one of these moving averages. We'll see what's gonna happen to BTC. Right now it looks like we're ready for probably one more move upside, and who knows, maybe we're gonna continue the bull market from now, and then the bull market would finish much earlier. But I would say going down and retouching those bases here would be really healthy for the long term. However, if you're heavily invested in BTC, it would be good for you, because you would be able to take profits between 100K and 200K, something like that. I gave you my tips in my previous videos. I would just start taking profits from 100K, probably all the way to 160. I would also recommend to keep at least 20% for long term in case we go absolutely high. But we'll see. We'll just see what happens. So on this chart, the lower we go, altcoin Bitcoin season, the lower we go, the stronger I would recommend to accumulate altcoins into Bitcoins. And remember, guys, Bitcoin season, we accumulate altcoins. When we go here, we are selling our altcoins. Okay, so I think that's pretty simple and straightforward. And if you have any questions, make sure you comment down below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, if you got to this point, congratulations. I really appreciate that you stayed so long. It's been 18 minutes. What you can do for me, you can actually subscribe to this channel and like this video as a form of appreciation, and I really appreciate that. If you have any questions, or even if you don't have any questions, I would really appreciate you leaving a comment, because it's going to help to grow my channel. And yeah, so that's it for today. Tomorrow I think I'm going to cover Bread on Chain, or whatever other coin that you would like me to cover. Just leave them down below in the comments. Many times I look at your comments, and then I film a project or a coin or any stock, like anything. You can ask me for gold, silver, any kind of stocks, because the chart is the chart, you know. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye.